What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad.
And I'm Miguel. That
Why
was
did
so
we-
fucking gay.
And this is
Can I
our
say that?
commentary. This is our commentary of Tobe Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, released October 11th, 1974. We are just watching like the standard edition. I don't know if there really even is like another extended cut. I don't believe there is.
I don't think the world would allow an extended cut of this fucking movie.
It's too dark and gritty enough. I'll tell you what, I've really been looking forward to doing this, not only this commentary, but this episode of Purely and Simply Evil too. Because the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I'm talking about the first, well, you could argue this about the franchise too, but the first film especially has one of the most complicated, nastiest origins pretty much of any horror movie that there's ever been. When you look at the production, the themes behind it, the execution of how this thing came to be, it's rained on the inside of a garbage can and it's created a black sludge and you just have to lay in it for an hour and 28 minutes. I don't think there's really a more complicated history to any horror film. Even when you look at Psycho, Night of the Living Dead, the themes, the production, even after the fact, how many countries banned this movie when it came out because they couldn't get, because you got to remember there was no PG-13. There was just there was G, PG, R. That was it. So that's why Jaws is rated PG, and there's boobs in the first 10 minutes of Jaws, which Julia thinks is hysterical, by the way.
So wait, when did they do PG-13?
I don't know when PG-13 started. It would have had to have been, I guess it would have had to have been in the late 70s, early 80s. But I think they had to submit this. And I was listening. There's actually a really good documentary. It's like an hour and a half long. It's on YouTube. It's called The Shocking Truth Behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or whatever. And he was, I forget the effects artist's name, but he said that they actually had to contact the MPAA like quite a few times because like for example, the scene where I forget the names of all the different characters, where they get put up on the meat hooks and everything. They were like, we can't show blood. The MPAA was like, no, you can't show blood. Like you can't do that. So they did it bloodless. Like
you can't show blood, but you can show a body being hooked by a meat hook.
Well, but for how nasty this movie comes across and like what the idea of it is, it's surprising how little blood there is in it. Like there's not really any blood in it at all.
Really?
It's more of the
like
idea of what's happening. So,
Huh.
All right. So we are paused at 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Again, this is just the standard version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Go get your copy. And then we will let you know. We will say 3, 2, 1, play. And when we say play, that is when you are going to hop on in. And we're going to start this nasty mess together.
Let's do it.
0 minutes, 0 seconds. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, play. We're at 5 seconds right now.
This is the 40th anniversary.
10 seconds. Yeah, I have the 40th anniversary edition.
Sorry. And her invalid brother?
Invalid.
What is that?
He's a paraplegic. He's handicapped.
Oh, okay.
He's handicapped, so that's what it's saying. It's really cool because for the newest film for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, same dude, the same guy who narrated the beginning, came back to do this one as well. The Texas Chainsaw. Kane.
Star Wars did it better.
That's pretty good, man. It's pretty iconic. And it's funny because one of the themes in this was the fact that they were showing so much of the Vietnam War on TV, and they like part of the political subtext behind this is that the government's lying to you, and this claims that it's like all a true story, and it's really not.
Kind of a weird, attempt at political agenda with a fucking
but
slasher
this
movie.
is good. See, this is the way it's done. It's fantastic. I mean, even look at this camera work. It looks gross.
It looks like they're like taking pictures of a dead body.
Well, and it's funny. I mean, obviously, not like fresh dead bodies, but like some of the bones and things like that were real. They went to like not a morgue, but they went somewhere, and they got like actual human bones for some things. Like a lot of the animals and the carcasses and stuff were 100% real.
So any one of these pictures could be real.
Well, okay, the opening shots of the body are not, that's whatever. Like that's obviously not real. They went and found. They were like, that one'll do. Dig that one up. But I don't know. There's something about I think the thing about this movie is the atmosphere.
Yeah, I'd say the atmosphere is pretty fucked right now.
Well, yeah, but even like right from the get-go, it feels great. Like it feels nasty. There's no like there's no like it slowly works you into the nastiness. It's just like you're just there. Like it's just like right from the first thing, it's just gross.
What are they doing to each other? That's my question.
And you feel like even the way this is lit, like it's got really orange tones. You feel the heat, that like dry ass Texas heat.
That's a usual thing for like Texas and southern hemisphere.
What, grave robbing and like making a statue?
No, dude, the orange tint, my guy. Jesus,
if you're from Texas, don't unsubscribe from us.
You might as well. Brad just made fun of your shit.
No, Texas seems like a cool place. They were in Texas. Iconic.
I gotta say, the sound it sounds very eerie.
Well, you know what's cool? A lot of the sound, because again, another political thing, subtext thing, was being a vegetarian.
Being a vegetarian?
Vegetarianism was something that was kind of explored in this, because a lot of what they're essentially doing the same exact thing you would do at a slaughterhouse to people for food. It's like a role reversal. Like, is it really?
Oh, you're talking about animal rights.
Yeah. I was confused. No, yeah.
Dude, like I was like, I highly doubt a fucking vegetarian's gonna want to watch this movie.
No. That's the thing. I mean, like it would probably make a vegetarian sick to their stomach, because you're essentially reversing like a lot of the ways Leatherface kills people with the hammer, with not necessarily the chainsaw, but turning human beings into food, into meat. It's like a role reversal thing. Like, is it really humane how we kill cattle and pigs and shit like that? Like, is it really humane?
You know what's really fucked up? I'm pretty sure before this movie and after this movie, people literally went to a steakhouse and ordered it rare.
Gross. This movie made people sick to their stomach.
That's a really dead armadillo.
Well, even like a lot of the roadkill, a lot of the dead animals you see, they literally went and picked up roadkill and shot it. Like, no wonder. Like, if you don't know the production in this movie, this movie wouldn't have been shot in the same conditions today. Like, you had 120 degrees Texas heat, and with the actual dead carcasses and bones and real human bones, and the actors were getting injured all the time. Like, the working conditions were terrible. Plus, they had to work long hours during the day. Famously, Marilyn Burns, who plays Sally, had said that they had to take breaks in between shots to go and puke because the heat and the stank inside of that house was so horrendous. Good old Franklin.
Are you serious?
I never understood that. Just pee in the grass. Like, you're in the middle of nowhere, dude. Just go.
That's so fucked. Wow, they really just said fuck you guys.
Well, and another thing that this movie, you could rattle off for hours the things that this movie does really well. But one of the things is like how isolated it makes you feel. And I think that's what's different about this story too, is like you can run away, like in Halloween, you can run down the street, you could run to another town. Like you can get away from most killers, but here you're on their turf and they know the town and they know the area better than you do.
Oh my god, is this bitch talking about fucking astrology?
Like you're so secluded.
These are a bunch of fucking hippies. You know what?
It was the early 70s. Of course they were hippies.
Yeah, and it makes sense with like the newer like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All of them were just like, Gen fucking Zers pretty much.
Yeah. I meant to say this. You mentioned the music earlier. It's interesting because there's not really a score for this. Most of the sounds you hear are actually sounds that animals would hear in a slaughterhouse.
Oh, that's fucked, dog.
Yeah. It's pretty screwed up.
Bro, she literally just topless right there.
That's the sheriff. He's been drunk since 8 a.m. It's only 11.
That's not the sheriff.
I shot the sheriff.
That's not the sheriff, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bro, he is gone.
Oh, he dead.
He drank himself to death. They did.
First death of the... Oh, wait, never mind. He's still moving. He said, nah, you know what? I'm not going to go out.
You laugh at me. So, another interesting thing is, like, is Sally... We know her grandfather is buried here. But is she, like, where is she from? Where are her parents from? What's happening? Bro, it looks hot. Yeah, I guess they are from... Yeah, they are from around here.
Really? That's something I didn't know. Yeah, this movie is definitely animal rights.
PETA. Okay.
Deadass. I feel like... I don't know why PETA wouldn't...
No, because they don't actually show any animals being killed. They just show dead animals.
Well, literally just right here.
They show dead animals that are already dead.
They're literally just like putting the fucking like movie like on blast. What's to be expected right now?
And he's describing how they kill cows, but like they're describing how they kill cows, but like it's really foreshadowing because Leatherface kills Pretty Boy with the sledgehammer the same way, and he twitches and kind of does his weird thing,
Yeah, those vans didn't have AC back then.
Bro, Texas didn't have AC.
Yeah. Who the fuck says that anymore?
What? Hitchhiker?
Hitchhiker. Should I pick them up? No, bro.
Yeah, not today, man. And it's funny because my dad talks about it all the time. He was like, man, hitchhiking was how we even like got around anywhere.
Yeah, that's not allowed anymore. If I see a hitchhiker, I'd literally be like, yo, dog, Uber is still available.
It's funny. The Texas State Police actually thanked them because after this movie came out, they saw like an 18% drop in like hitchhiker crimes and like crimes like committed like on the roads and stuff, which is pretty funny.
Wait, hold on.
See,
That's
who
some
said?
fucking
Yeah, at this point,
foreshadowing right there.
See, for me, it would have been the blood splattered all over the side of his face that would have been a red flag to me. But
Is that a purse?
I don't know. It's made out of fur, whatever it is.
It's made out of beaver.
Also, this guy keeps pictures of dead animals in his fur purse. Like, bro, get rid of him. The jaws. Jaws. Like, why are we passing? Wouldn't you be throwing it? Like, I would have had at least 15 red flags at this point. And they're like, let's pass around the nice pictures of the dead cows. Cows.
They call our generation dumb as fuck, but literally, like, the first sentence that came
that
out of
was
his
a
mouth,
terrible...
I'd have been like, yeah, okay, well, you got out. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Again,
Yeah,
red flags, dude. And they're just so, like, they're so calm.
Bro, what?
I could be wrong, but I believe that was real.
Him cutting his hand?
I don't think that was like a gag. I think he actually did that.
Was that guy, like, high?
I don't know. I know there's a couple of things in this movie, and I know, like, towards the end, Sally jumping out the window, her Leatherface chasing her through the brush. Like, there's a few different I don't know, there's a few different scenes where they actually injured themselves. Like, it was like, really, they kind of hurt themselves. Which, again, this would never fly in Hollywood because of how awful this production was. Man, between
Bro, I would take it. Like, take all of his fucking weapons, dog.
Between the heat, between the dead carcasses and the stank, and how much everybody was injured and how uncomfortable it was, like, I feel like I'd have quit on day 2. Like, this would have been awful.
Oh boy, really did say, pull out my Sweeney Todd knife. Real
Yeah,
quick.
right? Yeah, that was like a, what do they call it? Like a straight razor, right?
Yep.
So strange.
Bro, I wouldn't be able to use my hands if I cut it like that.
So strange.
Okay, finally. I was like, dude, where's the fucking Flash?
I'd have been like, buddy, where are we taking you? Like,
bro, that's
I want you out of the car. Where are we taking you, man?
That's a weird attachment on the iPhone, dude.
Valid point.
I thought they kicked him out like as soon as he started cutting.
My brother also wears faces. You'd like him. You'd like him. He did a good job, though. I don't know who the gentleman is playing him, but he did a pretty decent job, like, playing a weird psycho person. Just, like, strange, like, odd.
Huh? He said,
Scam!
Huh? He couldn't hear him from all the way back there.
I know, right? Like, he acts like he's like 30 feet away. Bro, you're in the front seat. Like, calm down. This guy's like Inspector Gadget. Like he's like redneck Inspector Gadget. Like it's like the Mary Poppins like bag. It just like keeps on coming. Stuff just keeps coming out of there.
The Coke. What is that?
Gunpowder, I believe, or something that's like incendiary.
Oh shit, dog. I think that's like a voodoo curse right there.
Yeah. That was the moment.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah. I always really like the moment because he takes his bloody hand and he like smears it like on the car, and I always like that.
To like what, mark it?
Well, I don't know. I don't think he really if they meant it that way, but it's like he marks it, like it's you know.
Really? Half ready? Only half?
He said that's the last hitchhiker I ever pick up.
Smart man.
Yeah, nobody picks up hitchhikers today. Like it's just I don't know. Like you feel bad for people, but you're almost like too afraid to, you know?
Yep, we love to hear astrology logic.
It's just so ironic. A lot of the dialogue is super, super ironic.
Wait a minute. You get a daily guide of astrology?
Yeah,
Really?
I guess. I don't know. Everybody in this town looks drunk.
I would be too if I was out there burning.
It's got to be an interesting life, though, to not like see, to not see
What, rain?
the world,
Water?
though. But like, you're just so that again. That's part of what makes this movie so powerful is how secluded it is. Like, there's like, even if you get away, even if you get out of the house, even if you're running down the street, it's like, how far can you go? I mean, A, it's 120 degrees, and B, you're going to get tired. Like, eventually he'll catch up to you. We slaughter barbecue.
Bro, I'd be like, stop washing my car. Because you know he's going to be asking for like $1 or $2.
Yeah, right. I guess, is that like standard practice? You just start washing?
I love how he definitely knows what the fuck's wrong with that house.
Yeah. It's just funny, like, when you think about, like, the entire time he's just playing them, like, everything he's saying, he's playing them.
He really understands what's going on. He's like, dog, you sure you want to go? Are you sure you want to go to this house?
I want you here so I can eat you.
Is that what he's trying to do?
Well, he's a Sawyer, so yeah.
That old guy?
Yeah.
He's a Sawyer?
Her dad, yeah. He's her dad. He's the hitchhiker and Leatherface's dad. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, Leatherface and the Hitchhiker are brothers.
I just didn't know that guy was the
Yeah,
hitchhiker.
yeah.
So is the guy washing the car like? Is that
I
Leatherface?
don't know. No. We. I guess we don't really know who the guy washing the car is. I guess he's just a regular dude. Which, that's part of the reason I say that it's not super far-fetched. That, I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people think that the beginning of Texas Chainsaw 3D, where there's like it suddenly reveals that there's like 8 other Sawyers that we didn't see in the original. But like they could have been anywhere. Like there's ways that you could justify it in your mind.
I said the Sawyers don't sound like they go out anywhere past this town.
Yeah, I mean, like you could, I don't know, you could justify it as, I don't know. I mean, they could have been anywhere for any reason. What? I think the guy who played Franklin, I was listening to that documentary on my way to work this morning, and he said he had to like because Franklin is so like, for lack of a better word, whiny.
Oh, so I found it.
He he had to stay in character the entire time, and I think they were all really like irritated with him. Write something.
I'm surprised no one else saw it.
I think the van belonged to somebody who was working on the set.
I think what happened was Father Sawyer just saw the blood and he was like, "Yep, that sounds like the next crew we're gonna get."
Yeah, you're right.
And then he saw that old boy right there, and he was like, "Meals on Wheels."
Oh my god, that's awful.
Oh, okay,
that's terrible.
Just saying. I mean, they're fucked up people, so
yeah, that's true.
you probably get like 1 horsepower out of that, my guy.
Blowing up, dude. He lit it on fire. Nothing blew up. Did you notice he looked at what he was eating too? Whatever they got from the gas station. Like, bro, you're probably eating a human being, so.
Bro, dead ass.
Like, you're legit probably eating human being barbecue.
You're eating a couple hippies that came by the other day.
We've been eating on Roger for a month.
Is that the Sawyer house?
No.
Oh.
That is Franklin and Sally's dad's house. Roadhouse.
You mean to tell me they live close by to the Sawyer house?
Well, it's an abandoned house. They're just like going to see it on a road trip. They don't actually, live there. I mean, bro, you think somebody lives there?
No, what I mean is like, you mean to tell me that their entire family lived next to like the Sawyer house and they did not know about?
I guess
how fucking crazy they are.
And I think that's part of what I really enjoyed about the Texas Chainsaw remake from 2003. Like it explains a little bit more why they do what they do, like with the slaughterhouse closing and I think this kind of just makes it more like they're just a bunch of freaking psychos that live out in the middle of nowhere. But there was more of that done wrong by the government, done wrong by society, kind of thing going on.
He's
with
still
the
snacking on that finger.
Yeah, it even looks like a finger. It looks gross. It looks disgusting. Whatever he's eating.
Damn, this andouille sausage sure do taste like Peter.
Intense smolder. See, he knows it tastes like ass. Look at him.
Damn, look at that smile.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. They did grow up there. I was wrong. They did grow up there. So she grew up next to the Sawyers.
Yeah, which is what's really fucking confusing.
I don't think they were always. I mean, I think they were always, kind of removed from society, but I don't think they were always cannibals, though. I think the cannibal thing came later.
What, during the Vietnam War? Is that what
Well,
we're getting
no,
at?
but I think. I mean, subtext, yeah, but I don't know. Daddy long legs.
Are they just there to visit, or are they staying the night?
There?
Yeah.
I think they're just visiting. I think they were just going to go and then keep trucking. He's still chewing on that old piece of sausage.
Bro, because it's sus.
Then throw it out just throw it in the field. Why is he still like...
It's dead-ass mystery meat, man.
Like, mystery meat. I do feel bad for Franklin, though, because they straight up leave him. And it's like, bro, come on. He can't get upstairs and stuff.
What's it? How long has
Especially
he been
this scene he's got right here. Like, you kind of see the straight... There we go. Spit the sausage out. It tastes like garbage. Poor guy. And it's sad because, like, Franklin, it's his house as much as it was Sally's. You know what I mean? He's got memories there too. Like, and they just kind of abandoned him. Like, they're just off having a good time with their buddies and showing him around. And Franklin is just kind of off alone without anybody helping him around, without feeling included. I mean, I get it. It's sad. Poor guy. That scene always kind of broke my heart a little bit. You know what I mean? And he's back. You missed the Franklin freak out.
What happened?
He's mad that they're off having a good time and they ditched him.
I'd be mad too.
He needs help getting around, and he's just like, they're just off having a blast. And it's his house. It's as much his house as it is Sally's.
That's fucked, dog. That's code for dog. We about to fuck.
I wouldn't. No way. Not in that nasty old house. And we're not even in the Sawyer house yet.
Damn, it sucks that he's gonna die. Really, because you feel bad for the thing. That is dead ass a curse. 100%. That is a curse, guys. That's like some voodoo curse.
Bro, that looks like a dinosaur. Good Lord, what is that?
Is Sally up there getting it on too?
The Blair Witch Project.
I really
bro,
don't wanna...
you look at that heat, bro.
I know.
Like, you can feel the way this is shot. Like, you can literally feel the heat.
Yep.
In this movie.
Just shoot him and put him out of his misery.
What a dick thing to say.
That's such a 70s thing to do.
How did 70s people survive in this heat with those bell-bottom jeans?
Well, by tucking in their shirt and unbuttoning it, but still keeping the shirt untucked.
Yeah. Yeah, they're dicks.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That Collateral. You know you're crazy if you hang things from trees.
Sometimes you gotta lay
No
the coffee
offense to
pot.
anybody that hangs things from trees.
I mean,
by the
sometimes
way.
you gotta lay the coffee pot out and dry.
You hang what? You hang your coffee pots from a tree?
Bro, at this point, you don't even need, like... It'll dry in, like, a couple seconds.
By the way, I'm drinking a Heat Wave. Perfect drink for this movie. For a movie about hot Texas.
Oh, look at all the sunflowers. It'd be a perfect spot if it wasn't, filled with fucking murderers.
Yeah.
How do they know there was gas here?
They could hear the sputtering of that engine, of the generator. And it's funny because this is actually used in Texas Chainsaw 3. This is where the baby is, where Alexander Daddario's character is like found.
Really?
Yep. A generator. At least they have a garden. At least they have a garden of sunflowers. There's something redeemable about these people.
Just because you eat sunflowers, all of a sudden you justify cannibalism?
I'm kidding. You know what else is cool is they didn't let any of the actors see Gunnar Hansen in the Leatherface makeup until their death scene.
Really?
Yeah. So it was like a legit reaction, like the first time that anybody saw him as Leatherface.
That's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Pretty good idea.
And I think Gunnar Hansen's a pretty good guy. Like, I think this first death with the sledgehammer where Mr. Dude is like twitching on the floor, I think he actually hit him at one point, like on accident, and Gunnar Hansen felt like really bad. It's sad because it's kind of a pretty house on the outside.
Bro,
except for the fact that there are teeth on the... Why would you pick it up? Like, bro, you can see what it is. Come on. Thinks he's going to propose. Gives him a tooth. Or gives her a tooth.
Okay.
Red flag. Listen, if you first of all, if you found a tooth on a porch, wouldn't that have been red flag number 1?
Yeah.
And if you walked in and saw that, would that not be red flag number 2? Would you be gone at this point?
Yeah. Bro, this is Texas too. I wouldn't even dare to step foot in someone else's.
Oh, yeah.
Unless offered. And this is a farmland, so their property expands a while.
Yeah, bro, if I saw that in the back room, no, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. I'm not staying in this house. I'm not staying within 50 feet of this house. I'm gone. Nope. I'd be gone. I'd be running in the opposite direction, dude. No way. Boom. And the twitch.
Oh, that was so uncomfortable.
Oh. Bro, could you imagine? Because you have to remember, like, even though this is, in the grand scheme of things, this is really not bloody. Also, this shot is so iconic. That's such a great shot. And yes, for multiple reasons, it's a great shot.
Oh my God.
Anyways, like, nobody had ever seen death scenes like this. Like, even in Psycho and Night of the Living Dead, like, it wasn't this explicit or this gnarly. So, like, you could imagine sitting in a movie theater and seeing that for the first time. Like, I'm sure that would have been, like, gagging to see that kind of thing.
Bro, it's the way he twitched, though.
Yeah.
This dude like spun around like 4 times before he got sucked into the door.
Well, I told you.
Yeah, I mean?
right. He even like spun once on the
Yeah.
floor, and then Leatherface turned him again before he slammed it. I don't know. And I mean, this is the first time we really get to see the house. Like, and it's funny because they went so intricate too.
Yeah, they went balls out.
Like it was, well, not only in like the peeled wallpaper and the skin hanging out, like the drying skin hanging everywhere, but like the way, and like even all the feathers and the random bones and the clutter, the furniture that's made out of bones, you know, like that kind of stuff. Like who would have thought of that? Like I'm sure people would, at this point, people would have felt so far out of their element and so far just nasty.
Is this their first time visiting this set? Like this is her first time seeing the set?
I
feel
don't know.
That'd be like a different, like a unique reaction.
I don't know if it was their first time. Yeah, like that kind of stuff, man. Like those are real human bones. Like let's be real.
Yeah.
That they scored from somewhere. I mean, seeing this for the first time in a theater must have been unbelievable. Because of course now people are, you know, what do you call it? Comfortable enough with seeing this kind of thing, you know?
Desensitized.
Yeah, you're desensitized to this kind of like jarring, bizarre stuff.
Oh no, not Michelangelo.
Right. Bro, how many bones do you think they collected for this?
One too many. I think someone got overzealous with their job of picking up bones.
Yeah, right. We need you to go collect bones. Got it.
I love how it keeps.
They come back, they're like, holy shit.
I love how it keeps shooting back to like the fucking chicken.
Yeah. Well, even the camera work, it's like it's I don't know. It's very.
Even the chicken had a tough time being filmed.
It makes you feel like you're like really in shock, like in a state of shock with what you're seeing.
Even the chicken had to do a couple double takes because he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that chicken was probably scared out of his mind. Her mind. And here we go.
That's a famous scene right there, too.
Yep. Like this, man. Even the way he looks, like, it's so different. It's so, I don't know. This was the hook scene I'm talking about. They thought it would be a lot more effective to not show blood, to just show, like, just that. I believe Tobe Hooper... I
imagine she'd be dead by now.
I think Tobe Hooper originally wanted it to, like, come out of her, like, chest, but...
Yeah, he really fucked, dude. That's a terrible mask.
Ugh. Jeez, and she's just sitting there watching this happen. Like, man.
Explains why the generator's so loud.
It's like the kids in Halloween. He's going to get you. He's going to get you. I don't know. They're really assholes.
And Sally just lets it happen.
Yeah, she really does. And you know what else is interesting about Leatherface? I found, honestly, the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate this version of Leatherface, because it really, he's more of a complicated character than people give him credit for. Like, he's obviously underdeveloped. He's obviously got, you know, a mental disability. He's got something going on there. Plus the fact that they treat him like garbage and they make him do all of this. But he, like, I think they wrote him gibberish in the script, like just random crap that didn't make any sense. And Tobe Hooper just told Gunnar Hansen what he was supposed to convey, like that yelling when he first sees her in the house. And it was up to Gunnar Hansen to just like figure out how to portray that through like the guttural noises and sounds and what was going on.
I would say it's pretty impressive because this is like one of the first ones where it's like the serial killer is just so animalistic.
Yeah. And do you realize there really hasn't been any music?
No. Just the like the
It's just been like rumbles and sound effects and
I think music probably wouldn't fit right here.
Look at that shirt. That is the most 70s shirt I have ever seen in my entire life.
It's a nice shirt. Hey, who shot the couch? Some great acting from Sally. No, because I believe in science.
I don't know. I think Marilyn Burns did fine. I liked her better than I liked her and Franklin better than I liked anybody else in their crew.
I like Franklin.
Is he your favorite?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, they're mean to him.
I about to say, what was he doing before the strip?
I don't know. Which, to be fair, it has been a long day, and, you know, it's dumb hot outside. Even look at that. Like, you feel that heat. I always love the way the sun just kind of, like, envelops the screen.
Is that the music?
Yeah.
Does Leatherface kill all of his friends, or does someone
Pretty
from the Sawyer?
freaking much. I think Leatherface kills all of them. Yeah, he does. It really is a pretty house. That's what's kind of sad.
I'm just saying that, you know, blanket right there should be a clear indication of your friends are there.
That should be a clear indication of something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's still on the porch. Kirk.
How does he die?
In a way, it almost makes it more tense because there's no music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just makes you wait, like, anxiously.
Like, there's no musical, there's no build up by...
Yeah, it's like it's tense because there's no sound. It's just like you're just waiting, you know? And wouldn't you see all the...
dead ass has to be blood there.
Oh, yeah, you'd have seen a whole puddle of blood.
Everything about this place is wrong.
Yeah, right?
Wait, which one is still alive?
Her.
How? How are you still alive?
Yeah, right? Now, I love this scene for multiple reasons. So you got to think, he's basically got the mind of a child. He's being forced to do things he doesn't really want to do, and these random people are invading his space, and they just keep coming out of nowhere. Like, in his mind, he's got to be freaking, which is why I like freaking out. Like I think he's in a way he's just as scared as they are.
Yeah, bro, he tweaking.
But like even this scene, like he looks scared, like he looks confused. There's something about it that's always.
But then he licks his lip and smiles.
Well,
nah,
he just
nah,
like
bro.
You can tell he's not. He's thinking about it. Like he knows there's something off. He knows that this is not right. You know what I mean? Like it's one of the few times we just get to see him alone, without any. I don't know, without him being in kill mode. Like we get to see him kind of in his thoughts. Also, when he hit Kirk, when Kirk screamed, that was I think the first time they did it, that was his first reaction, and they had to make a cut because, like, when it cuts and you see it from a different angle, because he screamed, like that was you got to think when he runs out from the corner with the hammer, that was the first time that he saw Gunnar Hansen in the Leatherface makeup. They said he actually screamed and ran out of the house because he was so scared. Little do you know, I almost said Alice. Little do you know, you are ringing the dinner bell.
Do they get kidnapped here, or is it?
What do you mean?
Or do they make it to the house?
She makes it to the house.
Oh man, he doesn't even make it to the house. That's fucked, dude.
Is this really your first time seeing the original?
I think so.
He said psych. Sally. Another super iconic moment in horror coming up right here. Now we got that nice blue lighting too. Also, that's the other thing. Could you imagine how dark it would be out there? It would be pitch black. They're starting to turn on each other.
And just some brother-sister relationship.
This is some pent-up rage going on right here. Some pent-up brother-sister rage.
Bro, I'm just saying. It's literally been like 4 hours in a smoking hot tin box.
And like, look, I know it's been a long day, but he's just trying to help you. He's just trying to help his sister. Trying to watch out for her.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I really do feel bad for him.
Oh, he starts pushing him. That's sweet. Was he always a paraplegic?
I'm not sure. I don't know if we ever got the answer to that. I'm not sure if it's always... I don't know. Well, they did say that when they went to go find the watering hole, when Jerry and what's-her-name went to go find it, they said that she even said, how did Franklin get down here? And they said maybe they carried him when he was little or something like that, Because he made that dumb comment about, oh, he's never been little. Well, you've never been with a real woman, so...
Fuck.
Well, don't be mean to him because he's handicapped. That's not cool. Don't do that. Good Lord. You know, at this point, the audience had to have been roaring. I mean, just freaking hearts pumping.
Jesus.
Oh. And you don't even see any. You literally don't see anything except the blood squirting.
Wow. It actually kind of caught me off guard. I'm not going to lie.
Did it?
Yeah.
Now, at this point, I remember reading this as well. A lot of the blood on Marilyn Burns, like, which she doesn't have a ton on her, was actually hers because this cut her. Having to film this scene and all that brush cut her so much that, you know. And it's funny. I think they even said that Gunnar Hansen was faster than her, which is why he had to keep cutting the branches so he wouldn't like catch up. He kept catching like when he kept catching up to Marilyn Burns, and they were like, "Bro, we got to figure out a way to slow you down."
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, homeboy, he's a big boy, but he can haul.
Yeah.
He's going. Ugh. That mask looks better at night, I think.
Yeah.
And I think they added extra oil to the chainsaw or something to make it like smoke more. Would that make it smoke extra? Like if you put too much oil in it?
No, if you pour oil on something like
it's smoking a
really
lot.
Hot, yeah.
Which to be fair, it's had a lot of liquid on it too. It's got a lot of blood, but you really can't pull that door open.
He's probably like, "Son, this is my backyard."
Yeah, he's like, "You literally just made it easier on me."
Oh, yeah, they big dead.
Grandpa.
And Grandma.
Yeah. Gross.
Damn, I bet that was their pet, too.
Yeah, you're right. I like how it just fell over. Did you see the dog just like...
Yeah.
It just kind of toppled.
Great acting, dog. Did you see how he got kind of scared right
there? Yeah, he was like, "Wow."
Okay. Oh my god!
Yeah, I think she actually hurt herself there too. Which, to be fair, I don't know. I don't think she actually jumped out a 2-story window, but
you never know.
She probably had I don't know if she had a stunt double or not. And I like how he's kind of like moaning and groaning and grunting and.
Damn, dude, he's hauling ass.
He's quick.
Yeah.
He's quick, man. It's kind of scary how quick he is. You want to hear something nasty? He had to wear the same shirt for 4 weeks of filming.
It only took 4 weeks of filming?
In this 120-degree heat, he wore the same shirt for 4 weeks.
I bet that thing is musky.
They had to stay away from him because of how bad it was.
Yep. I'm confused. How does she end up back in the storehouse?
It's also scary how it, like, you just hear it getting closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this is a long chase scene.
Pretty realistic.
Well, it's realistic and it's long. Like, it's a lot longer than most. I don't know if I ever noticed how long it was before. I mean, it's like it's broken up in locations, but...
You running back to the Sawyer house? Oh, the gas station.
He could swing that and...
But are you really, though? I'm sure in the movie theaters that people think that like she's okay, but like if I saw that first time, I'd be like, "Dog, that's
well, listen. If it were me, and as soon as he would have been like, "There's no phone here," I'd have been like, "Oh!" Like that would have been a your stomach just churns moment. Could you imagine if he just came charging through the door?
Can you imagine?
Would you
81
not have
degrees
shit
low.
your pants?
It's literally 81 degrees low over there right now. Wait, are those? Yep, that's a human body right there.
She's like, it was at that point that they realized they
fucked up.
Wouldn't you have tried to get away at that point?
I mean, right now I still think she thinks she's safe.
Okay, she just human parts in the barbecue thing.
I don't think she could tell.
Yeah, at this point it's like, oh, okay. We'll have no trouble. We're probably gonna kill you and then eat you. But that's it.
What?
It's like, really? I never understood that either. Like, why hit her with the broom? Subdue her without the broom, dude.
There's 2 actual hits right there. Dang, fuck that guy.
I think at one point Marilyn Burns said she actually had 2 black eyes. Like, legitimately. She had
From
black
that,
eyes.
from
Yeah,
a broom?
well, just from filming. Like, she really had black eyes. Ugh. It's so grimy. Like, everything about this movie is just nasty and grimy. Like, also, why gag her? You're in the middle of nowhere, dude. She's not gonna, unless he just doesn't want to hear her scream the whole way.
I mean, I'm sure that could get annoying. Keep the broom just in case.
Weapon of choice? Broom.
Broom.
Leatherface, chainsaw. The brother, the knife.
Leatherface Senior.
Daddy,
Broom.
broom. The Texas Broom
Texas
Massacre.
Broom Massacre. Guy's fucking weird.
They're all weird. They play weird really well. Bro, why?
I thought she was holding up a stick of dynamite. I was like, fucking light that shit up, girl.
You're telling me you wouldn't be fighting a little bit more, though?
Yeah.
You're just letting him poke you with that broom? Like, I would be going for his throat at that point.
Is that Leatherface? Oh, no. That's the son.
Honestly, he's mean to both kids.
You tried to run him over? Oh. Almost got caught.
So it was him that did it. It's like Scooby-Doo, pull the mask off.
Wait, what happened to the graveyard?
The hitchhiker, the guy who dug up the graves and like posed them and made a statue out of it, was all weird.
Oh,
it was
that
the
was
hitchhiker,
him?
yeah.
Oh.
That's why he said you almost got us caught over at Newt. Bro hitches everywhere, even down his driveway. You good? Dude's got
I haven't seen this before.
He's got too much energy for no reason.
Oh shit! Maybe that's why Leatherface killed all of them because Newt wasn't there to watch
I don't know.
Leatherface. Okay, never mind. No, he was supposed to kill those kids.
Well, he even said, "You better hope none of those kids got away." Like he knows that if you leave him alone.
What were you saying?
Doesn't he got no pride in his home?
Is that a new mask?
Yeah.
Is that one of the other
He
guys?
wears 3. See, they treat him like garbage, man. And that's why, like, you almost kind of feel bad for Leatherface. Ugh.
An armrest.
I know, right? It's an armrest.
Yeah, right. They're like, so we meet again. And that's so shitty.
Yeah, man.
He was almost proud.
Yeah, right? It's like
I know. That was so shitty.
He had to stop and think for that. He's like, I need a reason to beat my child.
Oh my god.
They're just so like it's so psychotic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's part of what, like, it's so psychotic.
Don't hit her. Get back in there. Wait, is Leatherface the one cooking?
Yeah.
Damn, he must be a good cook then. To turn these people
Well,
into
that's
cannibals.
what the pretty mask is, which is, I believe, I don't know if it's the one he's wearing. It's the one he's wearing at the end of the movie.
What about it?
I don't know. Well, no.
You said some hoping to
Sorry,
land?
no. There's the killing mask, which is the first mask. Then there's what he's wearing right now.
Which is what, the cooking mask?
I don't know I forget what they call this one. And then there's the pretty mask, which is what he's wearing at the end.
Bro, that's dead ass a person. You know how, like, whenever she first saw them, those are just dummies? That's a dead ass person right there.
And it's funny because they even call him Leatherface. They don't even call him by, like, a name.
It's me, Billy.
His dad just calls him Nitwit. So, or
Maybe it's Nitwit. Nitwit Wiki. I got it.
Which it's interesting because in the remake they call him Tommy. Like we know his name.
Well, you know those aren't canon anymore.
What?
The sequels?
The remake.
Oh.
The 2003 remake with Jessica Biel. Look at that table. These people know how to clean a house.
They love technology and bones. Yeah, something's not right with them.
Grandpa.
Yeah, that's a person.
I know. It's a living person. That's another thing. When you realize it's a living person, I'm sure that had to have been crazy.
Bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I watching, dog?
Yep. Bro, you weren't saying that 40 minutes ago? They're sick.
Dog, you people liked it? No, I can't say that. You guys like this shit? That's
What?
That's really freaky.
What?
When old fucking decrepit man just opened his
Yeah.
eyes.
This is probably, I don't know, even more so than the chase scenes. This is probably one of the worst scenes in the movie. Not worst, like, I mean, it's a great scene, but it's just like, at this point, you feel so trapped. Like, as an audience member, like, it almost makes you feel trapped. Now that's the pretty mask.
Damn, can you imagine just screaming for your absolute lives and they're just intimidating you?
Well, and you know nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
Shrunken heads. Ugh.
Damn.
It's just funny how we see different sides of Leatherface. You know what I mean?
Dang, she got a lot of cavities. I thought Leatherface was a cook.
And she's just got to sit and watch this. I don't know. And how ironic is that? He doesn't like to kill.
Bro, what the fuck is she offering?
I have a hard time believing that this Sally was the same person who in the new Texas Chainsaw movie said, "I'm the one that got away and I'm here to make sure you don't." Like,
yeah. Oh, what? I recognize that scene.
Yeah. Well, even this is just like the way, again, the camera work, the way it's shot, the way it's just screaming and then making the weird noises, seeing her eyes. It's just disturbing. Insanity at its finest.
Wow, those are really good cameras.
And I'll tell you what, old daddy might not enjoy killing, but man, he loves torturing. Because this is pure torture. Like, they're just getting like some sick enjoyment out of her being like scared for her life. As he says, no need to torture her. They have a terrible family dynamic. So
that is really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just so, everything about it is so uncomfortable. Could you imagine the trauma, even if you did survive this?
I know, right?
It's like the tagline, who will survive and what will be left of them? It's almost like what will be left of your sanity if you survive this. Not even like your body.
I'd have been like, sure, because old man can't barely move his fucking arm.
Yeah, right. I'd grab that hammer out of his hand and just start going to town. Look at the dad. He's like, I don't want to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Bro, you really think he can do that?
So close.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? Come on. He hit her head.
How many attempts is this? This is like
This is like 7 or 8.
Oh,
I mean, he did hit her.
There's one hit.
He got one good whack. Although Leatherface kind of helped him. I know, right? It's just like, you suck, man. Friggin' psychopaths.
Again.
I believe she hurt herself there, if I'm not mistaken.
I bet so. She did get hit in the head a couple of times. I'm not going to be lying.
Better go, Sally. Go, 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 go. This is one of the... I'll tell you what. This is arguably... It's one of the most iconic, but this is one of the most tense, like, fingernail biting scenes in history. Like, the amount of tension and suspense here. Because it's like they're both chasing her.
Well,
She's
remember,
got nowhere to
all
run.
The work, dog.
Huh?
They do all the work.
You don't see the dad out here.
Yeah.
And he's cutting her like, dang, man.
Damn, that death scene felt so good. He's like, damn, there goes my CDL. Black Maria.
There goes my CDL. I love how he just turned around. He wasn't like, nope, nope.
That's a shitty chainsaw.
What? Probably wouldn't go through that door that easy. Like, so tense, man.
You have a chainsaw going, dude.
Like, she's made it through all of that. And zoinks! Oof. I also love the lighting here, too. Like,
I think that's a Chevy C10 right there.
You just get that, like, you get that orange hue of everything. And it's funny. Did you ever notice the truck driver just keeps going? He just keeps running. He's still there when she gets away. The way this looks with the sun in the background. Ugh. And it's that mixture of bawling and laughing and ugh. Freaking iconic, man.
I can hear Dirty Dancing in the background right now.
There it be.
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the most uncomfortable I felt in the movie.
I know. It's an extremely uncomfortable movie to watch. Like, I mean, you think about it like if it's uncomfortable now, it's still got that same like grittiness and grossness to it. I could only imagine what it would have been like to have never seen a movie like that and to experience that for the first time in a theater. Like, that had to have been just an unbelievable experience. And I mean, who knows? Maybe if it would have had more of a normal production and a normal budget and a normal, a normal way of doing things, maybe it wouldn't have.
It probably would have just flown under the radar.
Well, yeah, maybe it wouldn't have been as jarring and as bizarre as it is. So I mean, maybe it all happens for a reason. I will say that would have never happened today. There is no way that a movie would get away with a set like that. I mean, even filming that dinner scene,
Bro,
Maryland,
first month it'd be shut down.
Look how short the credits are. Like, there was barely anybody that even worked on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, thinking about the production. I mean, that dinner scene, Marilyn Burns said it was like 120 degrees in there. It stunk so bad. I mean, the working conditions alone, HIPAA would be all over that.
Bro, yeah, this was like an underlining thing for EPO,
yeah, right?
But bro, EPO would be all over this shit.
Yeah, man, it would be a mess. They would have been all over this production. People would have been sued. It would have been bad. And even like the actors, I don't think they even got like properly compensated for it.
Are you serious?
No.
Damn, I don't think she came back for that reboot.
I think one of the actors had said, I'll have to go back and watch that documentary. I think one of the actors said that literally his pay for this movie was a couple joints.
A couple joints?
Yep.
I can see that. It was the 70s.
But I mean, it's just again, if it would have had a normal production, maybe you wouldn't have gotten that incredible atmosphere and vibe that just icky, gross vibe that just makes you feel like you need to go sit in church for a while. Like, maybe you wouldn't have gotten that if it would have been normal. So that's our full commentary, guys. We're not going to go in order because honestly, with this franchise, I don't think it makes sense to go in order with every single Texas Chainsaw film because each sequel is so far removed from the last that you could even almost just look at each one kind of separately without doing it as a franchise. So we're not going to do this sequenced as we would, as we did with the Halloweens. Next up in season 2 of Purely and Simply Evil, which is coming soon, we had this commentary for episode number 8, and then our last 2 episodes, 9 and 10, will be Halloween H2O and Halloween Resurrection. That'll take us through all the Halloweens. And then we're going to move on, and we have some really cool stuff planned for season 2 of Purely and Simple Evil. The next franchise we're going to check out is A Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's going to be fun. That'll be a fun time. We're going to go super 80s. So I almost just dropped everything.
Fuck.
We will do the other Texas Chainsaws at some point, but to be completely honest with you, I'm not in a big rush. Until we get to the 2003 remake, it's kind of like, okay, we're kind of just beating the dead horse. It's there. I mean, let's be honest. Some of those sequels are terrible. I mean, just almost unwatchable terrible. Like, when you get into Next Generation, I'd rather lay in the dirt for 5 hours than watch that movie. But we will get there. So we're going to go take a shower. We will talk to you guys soon. Be sure to check out this episode of Purely and Simply Evil. And we will talk to you guys soon. New episodes of our shows are every Tuesday and Saturday at I almost forgot, 8 p.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at We Talk the Movies, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Peace.